Dun, 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 dun.
I haven't looked at too many documentary projects yet for 1091 Pictures, but out of the ones that I have, which is like one or two so far, I'll be looking at more in the future. This one is particularly substantive. Now, I love documentaries. I love the opportunity to learn about things that are unbeknownst to me, and this has a plethora of information that I have until now been completely uninformed on. But this is called An Unknown Compelling Force. As I said, it's coming out from 1091 Pictures. It says it's going to be releasing in 2021 on IMDb. I mean, it seems relatively fresh because IMDb doesn't have a plot list. It doesn't currently recording this video. This is what it says over what we can expect on the YouTube page for the video. The truth of Russia's greatest unsolved mystery, the Dyatlov Pass Incident, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, is uncovered in this compelling documentary, available June 15th. Order now. You can follow the link below in the trailer description. In 1959, a group of 9 student hikers were attempting a difficult winter expedition in the remote Ural Mountains of Russia, where a mysterious event led to their horrific deaths, shocking the nation. The Soviet government and fellow students uncovered the grisly remains of the hikers, and that sounds really tragic. Found a mile from their shredded tent, the hikers seemingly fled into the freezing temperatures without their winter clothes or boots. Oof. Adding to the mystery, many of their bodies had suffered brutal and inexplicable injuries, and some even showed traces of radiation. The investigators at the time closed the case, stating that the hikers died from an unknown compelling force. That's in quotes. For more than 60 years, the story had been shrouded in mystery and conspiracy theories suggesting everything from UFOs, why not, and murder to a Soviet government cover-up. This documentary features interviews with Russian investigators, a former Moscow Times journalist, and friends of the hikers, adding new perspectives to the case. The film also interviews U.S. experts, including the former FBI agent, to finally reveal the stunning truth of the Dyatlov Pass Incident. That sounds really tragic. I mean, there's certainly, that's another testament as to why I don't go on risky trip endeavors like dangerous hikes, quite possibly. I mean, if I'm looking for anything to kind of push me away, look back on history, you see this incident. But again, like I said, this is really substantive. It's not just giving you a perspective on one event that, again, was unbeknownst to me. It's just horrific, whatever it was. Again, I'm sure this trailer will be a little more illuminating as to what is being proposed as the potential catalyst for the destruction that happened, but I'm doubtful on the idea of it being, I know, of course, this is the immediate jump of like conspiracy theories and whatnot, because of course, as the nature is with the conspiracy theory, we always find a solution to things that are unknown, right? I think it's possibly a human curiosity factor that we just jump on anything we can possibly think of to explain the unexplainable, but I'm doubtful that it's UFOs. I'm not a believer in aliens. I'm fine with them being or remaining in the context of fiction. I don't believe they're real. So I don't know necessarily if that's a solution. I would think more so maybe an element of nature or possibly a Soviet cover-up. I don't know. Let's take a look at the trailer and see if, again, it's in any way a little more illuminating or if it's just a bunch of proposals of, new conspiracy theories. As always, we're going to watch this first. We're going to talk about it more in my condensed review segment. Fun is watching the video together. I'm sure it definitely has a baseline. It'll be giving us a lot more information as to what happened with the Dyatlov Pass Incident. So without further ado, here we go. Let's take a look.
When you look at the wounds that were on the hikers, I'm just not buying the accidental thing.
Why? How come? Why would they die? I think all these theories are pretty weird.
When we suggest aliens, that's going to be an immediate jump. Like, that's a little out there.
In 1959, 9 Russian students were found frozen to death in the Ural Mountains in an event now known as the Dyatlov Pass Incident. Found a mile from their tent without their winter clothes or boots, each one suffering inexplicable injuries. Despite the clues and evidence of violence, the official cause of death was stated as hypothermia. This only fueled conspiracy theories from alien visitors to Russian Yetis.
You think Russian Yetis?
Just what were the hikers fleeing from?
Произошел какой-то взрыв.
Maybe our government.
Every diary entry in every photo seems to hide a clue.
There were rumors that they just killed each other.
I don't believe that in any way could this be an accident.
With so many conflicting stories, I've come to Russia to
As
ask
is usually the
question,
case with
what
conspiracy
is the
theories
true
surrounding
story
incidents.
of the Dyatlov Pass?
They're certainly giving you a lot of evidence, which is to be appreciated amongst the documentary, which when wouldn't you have that? I mean, it is normal for, you know, documentaries to feature substantive amount or copious amounts of evidence. So I'm grateful that they're actually giving us a lot of stuff here to consider different points of view, I guess, on the incident. Of course, as I said, they're giving you a baseline of the information. I'm not exactly sure. That is very interesting to me. I mean, the fact that they're able to hypothermia, and yet everybody's... Didn't they say, like, everybody was found, like, their clothing off or something like that? In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, like, okay, like some sort of... it said it was, like, 9 students, right? I think so. Yeah, 9 Russian students. Is this, like, some college club event? That, you know, I've seen those types of movies before where students engage in risky behavior or these sort of, like, outdoor... Trying to find PG-13 ways of putting this. What comes to my mind, I don't like the movie. I know it's not part of it. I couldn't stand it, actually. I couldn't watch the second half. But Tucker and Dale versus Evil? They had this, which of course is familiar with horror movies. They did this outdoor adventure in the midnight, and then, if I remember right, there was one person who went skinny dipping. It was just like, okay, why would you do that, like, in the middle of the night? So that's what comes to my mind when I hear, like, oh, a bunch of people were found, you know, found basically naked. It's like, that's weird, you know what I mean? I guess, again, because there's so much mystery surrounding this event, this would be a possible venue for conspiracy theories to abound, which it sounds like they are. I mean, the suggestion that it's aliens, even with a unexplainable, like, UFO imagery. Again, I don't believe in aliens. I don't think that's the case. I think it's something a little more down to earth, possibly, you know, government conspiracy related. Those are always fascinating to hear some of the theories on that front, but I don't know. I can't judge. This case, again, is unfamiliar to me, so I will be looking at the documentary to at least give me some foundation as to where I can possibly go. Maybe if you have interest in the future in studying this event, maybe trying to whittle out some of the answers for myself, aside from maybe some of the crazy ventures. We'll see. I'm sure, again, as I said, they're going to give you a whole lot of information here. And it does look very sophisticated. Again, a very substantive documentary. Certainly something that I would say would be certainly an appealing topic and a pitch for one of these projects. What do you guys think, though, of An Unknown Compelling Force? And if you're more familiar than I am with the Dyatlov Pass Incident, what leading conspiracy theory do you believe in? Well, maybe not a conspiracy theory, but I will just say leading theories as to what exactly happened. Feel free to let me know down below. Don't forget to look at stuff like and subscribing, the sharing, the hitting that bell. And until we get to look at more pictures, which as I said, we will be in the future, from 1091 Pictures, I will see you guys at that point. But until then, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Remember, love yourselves, fellow man. God bless, and peace.